What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cocktails and Bar Tales. If this is your first time here, let me introduce myself. I'm Nikki, the business coach for mobile bartenders. I am a serial entrepreneur who started out as a server, worked my way up to bartender, opened my first mobile bar business, and made $100K in my second year of business using my strategies, networking, promo, consistency, and a lot of prayer. Retired my mobile bar and started coaching ambitious bar owners, is which is where we are right now. Enough about me. Let's get into this episode. All right, this episode we're going to be talking about something that can be a little triggering for some people. And it's triggering for people because a lot of people do it. Procrastination. Now, I took the liberty of writing down the definition for those of you that may not know exactly what that means. I'm kidding, guys. I know you know what that means, but just in case you don't, here we go. The action of delaying or postponing something. Procrastination is an action that you take, and it's hindering you. I'll be the first one to say that. Did you know that your procrastinating is directly tied to your ability to earn more money? Every time something hits your intuition, an idea, and you sleep on it, or you write it down in your notes, or you jot it down on a piece of paper, and you just leave it there, you never go back and look at it, you never take any action on it. A lot of you guys are doing that, and I'm going to tell you exactly what that is doing for your business and life. You're hurting yourself. A lot of you guys would already be multi-millionaires if you just acted on the intuition and the leads that you get. If you just acted on one idea, you would be uber successful. But a lot of us humans have this little pesky thing that we do, and it's called procrastinating. We procrastinate. Oh, I'm going to get to the gym this day. You never go. Oh, I'm going to start eating right next week. You never do. Oh, I'm going to leave that man alone. You never do. Oh, I'm going to stop giving that lady all my money. You never do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You never do. You just put it off. And you put it off to either it's too late or you completely forgotten about it. I have 6 tips on working through procrastination. Yes, you can work through it. You can will yourself out of this thing called procrastination because it's hurting you. And I want to continue to say that because I want it to be drummed into your subconscious that procrastinating is hurting your business. Procrastinating is hurting your business. Procrastinating is hurting your business big time. Whether you think so or believe so, it's hurting your business. And for a lot of people, it hurts in your everyday life when you procrastinate on things. Number 1, make a short list. If you must, make a to-do list because it makes you feel more productive, or it gives you this false sense of I'm going to get shit done today. Right? That's why you make out these to-do lists and never ever do anything on them. Or you may do one thing and that's it. Stop overwhelming yourself with a long to-do list. It's daunting for anybody to look at a 15-page to-do list. You done wrote down everything that you want to do this year for one day. And then hours roll past, and like I said, you probably only done one or two things, or maybe not none at all. And now you're looking at this to-do list like, wow, I did nothing today. So to-do lists can either make you feel really good about getting things done or make you feel really shitty because you didn't do anything. So you got to kind of pick your poison here. But if you have to make a list, make a short list. Something you can actually accomplish within that day. 2 or 3 things. Hell, put down one thing if it's all you want to do for that day. But if you write it down, you get it done. No excuses. You get it done. So number 1, make a short to-do list. Okay? Number 2, create a workspace. Some of you guys have offices. Some of you guys work in your bed. I work from my bed a lot. I just do. I like it here. So a lot of you guys maybe work from the couch or whatever, but you don't really have a designated spot that you can function in and be creative. You need to carve out your little spot. If you don't have an extra room for an office, no excuses. You got a little corner in your living room, in your bedroom. Carve out a little piece for you to do your work in. Create a workspace. Hell, it could be your bed too. But the thing is, if you have children, a spouse, all of that good stuff, you may not have the proper space. But try to find you a space to work in. Now, even if this means leaving your house, going to the coffee shop, going to a hotel lobby, going to a nice, chill restaurant, anything, like even the library, that's what floats your boat. But pick out a workspace and dedicate that to working. Number 3, time blocks. Don't go into your office or go sit down to your computer at 8 a.m. and tell yourself, I'm going to work to 6. Because if you have a life, that's next to impossible. So, you have to set time blocks. Me personally, I work better in 2-hour increments. I will set my clock for 2 hours. I will pick one project that I have to work on, and I will spend those 2 hours completing that project. I'm accomplished. I finished it, 2 hours, I'm done. If I want to go back to do something else, I'll block off another 2 hours, but that's after I've probably gotten some lunch, made a few phone calls, went on TikTok for a little bit, something of that nature, ran a few errands, then I'll come back and I will allot 2 more hours to do another project that I may have. And this keeps me with a very short to-do list because I have blocked off the time to get things done. Number 4, schedule days. Now, this also goes hand in hand with your time blocks. If you have a life, a job, kids, family, home, the whole work-life balance thing, right? You need to pick out scheduled days. It doesn't have to be the same day every week, but on a Sunday, just say, well, I'm going to work 3 days this week. I'm going to work 2 days this week for however many hours. Well, you need to set those days up ahead of time. So, on this day, I'm going to do admin work. If you have not already delegated this task, you still have to do it. But you break it down into small chunks. So just say you do admin day on a Monday or Tuesday. Wednesday, you can do some content creation. And then if you're going to go into a third day, that will be the day that you work on either doing your consultations, getting leads, going out and networking, just getting on social media and networking, but carve out your scheduled days. This helps in the long run, because if you're out here flying by your seat, you're like, oh, I'll work a little bit today, or I'll work a little bit tomorrow, I'll work a little bit. The whole week that went by, and what have you actually gotten done? But if you set up scheduled days and time blocks, you'll see what you've gotten done. Number 5, fight through it until it becomes habit. Procrastination is a what? It's an action. It's an action. Therefore, you can stop doing it. You can stop procrastinating. You can stop waiting until tomorrow or a few hours or whatever excuse you give yourself when you know you need to get something done, and you just dwiddle your fingers until you just don't do it at all. Time block come in for that. Like I said, I do 2 hours. If you can block off 2 to 3 hours in your scheduled day, fight through the urge to start and quit. Fight through the urge to start setting up some content in Canva, then you may get stumped and you just quit the whole thing. Fight through that urge until it becomes a habit for you. You know that when you block off this day, you block off these few hours, this is work time. This is go time. No matter how I'm feeling, getting it done. So fight through the urge to put the computer down, pick up the phone, and go lay across the couch. Fight through the urge. Number 6. Last, certainly not least, because to me, this is the most important thing that you can do to combat procrastination. Relax. Stop putting so much on yourself. Just relax. Relax. Do you work early in the day? So 5 o'clock come, you're not worried about work. You're just relaxing. If you love to watch TV, set that for later. If you know you need to start a morning routine for you to be able to relax, then just find some way to relax and not let procrastination creep in. So when I say relax, I just mean take a break. Don't put too much on yourself at one time. Work it out in these 6 steps. That's what I mean. I don't mean relax, go lay down, and don't go back to your office for 2 weeks. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Thank you for listening. New episodes air every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, guys, if you listened to the last podcast, then you know that this is a little bit of a series I'm doing, because I've noticed from a lot of my clients, just from people I talk to in the DMs, how they are feeling some type of way in the beginning of the year with their businesses. Maybe last year wasn't a very good year and you're feeling stuck, you're just like over the honeymoon phase of the new business smell and you're just over it, but this is something you really want to do. So you have to figure out a way to get it done. So this is going to be, like I said, a series. We talked about getting unstuck. Today we're talking about procrastination. We're going to talk about laziness and how it can grip you into its creepy little hands and not let you go. And that is detrimental to your health and your financial status. Okay? Detrimental. We're going to talk about manifestation. We're going to talk about all of the triggering things, not so comfortable things that people don't want to talk about when it comes to business. Business is not puppies and rainbows. It's hard ass work. You have to be built for it. I don't care if you never want to be an entrepreneur, you fell into mobile bartending and this is something you really want to do. You're going to have to change who you are, the way you think and how you feel about things to become super successful in mobile bartending. Or any business that you start for that matter. All right, guys. So I am going to mention this one more time because I'm almost certain by the time you guys hear this, it may be sold out. But we're doing our Valentine's Day deal for the Bartender Society like we do every year for Valentine's Day. And for right now, you guys can get into the Bartender Society for $214 for the year. Can't beat it with a stick. Normal price is $9.97. So if you're ready to scale your business, you're ready to get around people who have the same goal as you do, and that is to be successful in their business, run a great business, and live a life of freedom. Get out of the 9 to 5 and just actually build a business that you can leave or sell later on down the line. So inside you'll get the bi-weekly Q&As we do, monthly guest speakers. I don't know everything, but I know a few people who know some things. So I always try to coax them to come on in and help us all out. Master classes, business resources, pricing calculators, and so much more. The link is up in my bio. If it's not in my bio, just send me an email and say, hello, I want in on the Valentine's Day deal, and I'll send you the link. The link is only active for 1 hour because I don't want other people to be waiting if you're going to be procrastinating. You got it? You got what I just did there? All right, guys. Be safe. Make great decisions, and I will see you in the next episode.